So today I'm going to show you how to edit templates in Inkscape. So the first thing we're going to do is just go down here to Inkscape and set little mountain icon, click that to open it. You're going to see something like this, just a blank document. First thing you're going to do is go to File, Open, and just navigate to, well, right now we have it under Desktop. You can use any of these templates, extra temp, normal temp, no rootstock temp, single number template. Today I'm just going to use temp.svg because it's the one we've been using, but feel free to use whichever one is appropriate for the tags that you want to make. I'm not going to teach you how to make templates. I'll do that later. All right, so this is what you'll be looking at after you open a template. So I'm just going to right now show you how to edit the templates and give you a little bit of insight on how to use Inkscape, but just enough to like navigate. So on the left here is the Selector Tools and the other tools you have. For now, stay with the Selector tool. You can left click to select something. So select one of those things, then go to the left and hit that button, which is the text editor. And now you can edit the text like I'm doing now. You can also edit the font size. Just select everything. Here we go. And then you can change the font size to whatever. Something a little more drastic, maybe. There you go. It's tiny. Now it's huge. We keep it at 37 for this template. And you can also change the line spacing. But if you want to change the line spacing, you have to do this before you actually type anything in the text box. So I'm going to change to 30. Nothing happens. It looks about the same. But I use my text tool. I drag a box to create a new text, and then I will switch the line spacing to like 9 or something. Or 12, I guess. Think about it. I'm going to change it to 9 in a second here. There we go. Now it's 9, and I'll type something out. And you'll see that when I type it out, it's going to be a lot tighter. See, I'll do Toro Canyon. Of course, you're going to see it on the second line. Toro Canyon. So the line spacing is a lot tighter. And so that's kind of how you adjust the line spacing. Now, if you want to move it around, you actually cannot use the Selector tool. If you move it around with the Selector tool, it's not going to understand where it actually is later on in the process. So say I want to center this text, I'm just going to have to drag the edges of the text box like I'm doing now, and then I'll center it over temp, over Toro Canyon, and then that's how we're going to center it. We cannot use it the select box, but I'm just going to delete that for now because we're just editing text. So to edit it, use the Selector tool to click it, and then switch yourself to the text editor tool, and then you can select whatever you want to change. Also, you could just stay on the text editor tool and just click around like I'm doing now to change some names. This is just you doing all your editing, and so do whatever you need to. And then once you have everything edited up, you will go to save, and we're going to save this as just a .svg file in case we want to come back to it later. So navigate to wherever you're saving it to. I'm not going to explain our process of naming things, but try to when you're naming things, try to make it systematic like we did here. I think it looks really nice. And then just name it something that makes sense and go ahead and save it. And this will save it as it is right now, so you can still edit the text. So next thing we're going to do is save it as a .ngc file. So to do that, first we're going to select everything. So go to the Selector tool and start left-clicking things and holding Shift at the same time. And that'll allow you to select multiple things at once. You can also select things with you can drag a big box over everything while holding Shift and click the stragglers. And then go to Path and click Object to Path. And then go to Path and click Dynamic Offset. And that will change the text right here in a way that the laser or the engraving machine can read. And then after that, we're gonna go to extensions. Hold on. Extensions, G-code tools, engraving, and then in preferences, you can change the file name to whatever you want it to. When you click apply, that file will be created in this directory. If you want to change the directory, there's a really specific way that you need to change it because it's kind of in computer language, and I'll show you how to get that. So we go to Finder, and right now you're just going to navigate to wherever you want to save it like normally. Say I want to save it to little c5. All right, now I'm going to right-click little c5, and of course this menu will come up. But now if you hold Option, copy little c5 will change to copy little c5 as path name. So click on that, and it'll save that place in your computer as a path that you can put into the directory like I'm doing now. So now little c5, this old font rows 213 through 7 is going to save there. I go back to engraving. If I try to apply it in preferences, if I click apply in preferences like I'm going to do now, it'll just tell me that I need to click apply in engraving. So you can't mess it up there, but if you get that error, that's why. Go to engraving, hit apply. This doesn't matter, just say okay. And now it is, the file has already been saved, and the Inkscape landscape looks like this. All these blue arrows are little vectors for the engraving machine to kind of figure out later when it's engraving. So that's what it looks like. Kind of weird. You don't really need to pay attention to it, and you don't need to save this either. So just open it up in Candle over here. It's taking itself a second. Anyways, go to open, scroll wherever it is, open it up there. It'll pop up. So that's what we change it to: temp, Toro, Haas, Gem, Juan, Homie. And then later on, I'll show you how exactly it is that we, actually run this in Candle and adjust the plates and everything. But that's it for now. So good luck and goodbye.